So this is basically a wake up video because I just question like why are we living like this? And I think the biggest truth is I think we're all living out a curse. I think that's what they don't want us to realize about ourselves. We're all living out a curse. And I already know what my curse is. My curse is basically my body. As you can see, I'm in a man's body, but I'm obviously a girl. But yeah, that's my curse. So I guess my best advice for you guys is to figure out your curse. Figure out my curse is basically something that was stolen from me. So maybe your curse is something that was stolen from you. So what was stolen from me is basically my woman body. But maybe you got something stolen from you too. Maybe that's the truth that everyone needs to learn for they can wake up. Y'all all have something stolen from y'all. Are y'all all cursed with something? And we're all living out a lie, basically. We're all living out a character that we're not. We're all living out deceit. We're all living out injuries. We're all living out accusations, against us. This is just a trial for us. This is just to prove in the eyes of God that we love Him, or that we love Satan. It's to prove who we really love. That's why we're going through these hardships, because God believes in us. God knows us enough or trusts us enough to come through and return to Him. He's showing our love, basically. He wants us to He's showing our love. He wants us to show our love. Even though I'm not saying it's like He's forcing our love, because you could drown if you want to drown. But He's basically teaching His children, like, no matter what you go through, I'll always be there. I'll always give you a way. I'll always give you a truth. I'll always give you a better life, He's basically proving to us, basically Jesus, that He's here to save us no matter what we go through. That's why He allows us to go through these hardships and all this stuff, because we're all basically living out a lie, And it seems like the ones that realize the lie get injured the most, because they see reality, while the people that believe in the fantasy that this is all there is, they seem to get rewarded the most in this world. Because, like, logically thinking, how can a man have $1 trillion yet there's homeless people? That doesn't add up. How you got $1 trillion in the world and on one guy who got everything, yet we still got people that got nothing? It's just, that doesn't make sense. That lets you know this is not truly God's world. This is a lie we're living in, because God is fair. God gives freely. God loves freely. God died for us. God loves freely. Jesus died for us. He gave up His life for us. So to say this place is heaven, or this place is a good place, or humanity is a good thing, even though humanity with God is a good thing, but humanity alone is not a good thing. Complete flesh is evil, But it's just like, I think what people need to realize is that we're all living out a lie. We're all living out a curse. We're all living out a hell, basically. Because if you're going to heaven, this place should be hell. But if you're going to hell, this place should be heaven, So I ask everyone to wake up. I ask for people to question who they are. I ask people to question what they are. Because I know I'm not the only person that can be labeled an actual trans person. I know there's other people that can be labeled under the term trans, but the real meaning of trans is basically a cursed body. At least when it comes to gender, is a cursed body. Maybe there's other curses out there. There's disabilities. There's people born without limbs. There's people born without senses, abilities, Maybe those are forms of curses, but those are visible curses. This is a curse that can really deceive the eyes, because it's logical in the sense that I could have just been a man, but sadly that's not the truth I'm living in. Actually, something was stolen from me, and that's the truth I can't live right now, because that truth was stolen from me. So all this is basically just to share awareness that we're all living out a curse. So it's most likely y'all have something stolen from me, and I think we all got our own personal antichrist. And I already know my personal antichrist, and that's who I'm going through this journey through, to receive what is mine against the antichrist, against my Satan, against my thief, please, not my Satan, my thief, Satan's for everybody, but my problem, basically, my antagonist, that's the person I'm fighting against right now to get what I have, what's mine, really, to get what I have, or to get what's everything that's me, basically, all of me. I'm trying to become all of me, basically. And so I think we all have our own personal antichrist. We all have our own personal people. We all have our own personal redemption, I guess. It's more like redemption than a journey, because we all have fallen in the eyes of God, but God is bringing us back to life with Him, But I think I think everyone should look for their curse, what was stolen from them or what was cursed upon them. They should all identify their thief, their liar, their curser, which is their antichrist, and they should all fight back and go through their journey of redemption to get back to fight back for what's theirs, to fight for it, to get it back, because God gave you the strength to fight back. He didn't give you a problem you couldn't solve on your own, even though He wants to help you. He didn't give you a problem you couldn't solve without God, basically. Without God, maybe you can't solve it on your own, but He didn't give you, I'm basically trying to say, He didn't give you a problem that you couldn't handle, basically. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying go without God and you'll be saved, because it's no point in getting your stuff back if you're going to hell, I don't even think you can get your stuff back while going to hell. So I think you need God, obviously, but He didn't give you something you couldn't handle physically, I guess. Like, He didn't give you a beating that you couldn't endure. He didn't give you a disability that you couldn't overcome. He didn't give you a problem you couldn't solve. He gave you something you can overcome, basically. But yeah, I think we're just all cursed and living a lie. But the problem with being me is, I'm not the most cursed, but I feel the most alive, basically. I don't know. I didn't grow up knowing the lie and my curse like that, but I feel like I always had the answer, And that's my problem with most people. I can't tell if they have an answer or not. I can't tell if they really know what's going on, or if they're just being lied to or something like that. It seems like when you talk to people, when you talk to people, it feels like I know too much. I don't know. It feels like you're not really people. It doesn't even feel like y'all have a problem with the world. And it's like, how y'all don't have a problem in a world where there's nothing but problems, It's like, how are people that demonized that they can't see that they're in hell, basically? And it's like, I always had discernment to tell I was being lied to since a youth, to the point I thought this world was a dream almost. I didn't even think it was real. I was questioning everything since I gained awareness, at least awareness that I was on earth. I was questioning everything. I was like, I didn't like these people I'm with. I don't like none of this stuff. But I still did I still had fun. I still was a child. I still enjoyed myself. But my discernment since a young age made me very, very solitude, I guess. It's not like I wasn't around people, but I couldn't really be around people, without getting in conflict or without getting in interesting situations. Like, every time I got in a situation with someone, it ended in drama or some shit. So I basically was seen as a bad guy, as a person, a very bad person. And looking back, it always pointed to my curse without pointing to my curse. Because you don't really think you're a girl just because niggas don't like you. That's the dumbest thing ever. It's like, oh, you don't like me because I'm a female? But it's like, it will explain why most of the women in my life were trying to pull me down. And it will explain why most of the men in my life act like I wasn't anything. Like, act like I wasn't a person at all. Act like I wasn't anything. They would always try to encourage me to be something. But my reply to them was I was already something. And and then the women were trying to bring me down, but it's like I was never trying to be up. I was just being me, you know. It was so weird, that dynamic. And then I didn't like then it felt like everyone was lying to me. It's like I was always detecting something. I was always trying to figure something out. I always felt like someone was lying to me, you know. It was very crazy, you know, growing up thinking like that, and thinking the world itself was already lie was the biggest problem. Like, I used to think there was a karma dream or something like that. I thought I was I thought I was like, you know, I thought I was in the hospital just dreaming this bullshit. But I realized growing up now that this is not, it's real, but it's like, it's not real, it's not reality, but it's not a, it's more, and it's probably a dream, but it's like boring now. It's not interesting anymore. I guess that's the difference now growing up. Back then it was interesting. Back then I could imagine the parts I didn't know. Well, I could imagine endless thoughts. But now that I got the knowledge, or I got the knowledge, or that I got the experience, it's like, this is so boring. This is so boring now. It's very boring, you know? Because I got all the experience, you know? I got all the experience now. I already know what's going on. I already know what's happening. And the fact that people are still playing this game like they don't know shit, it's like, bro, I can't wait to leave. Like, I can't wait to go home, for I can play my game, for I can play God's game, for I can play real games. Like, y'all are not real gamers if y'all want to be true. Like, if this life is a game, y'all are not real gamers. Y'all are still level 0 outwardly looking, and I don't even know what level I am. I might be level infinite the way y'all moving, because it's like I'm growing every day, even though I'm stuck on the same level. And it's not my fault I'm stuck on the same level. I'm stuck on the same level externally because the game was not built for niggas to go up this fast. Basically, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, I'm basically a glitch in the system. And they probably just banned me. They probably banned me for thinking I'm a hacker, but it's like, I'm playing the game, bro. They probably think I'm hacking, or they hacking me. Like, they probably think I'm hacking, but it's like, I'm just playing the game faster than the rest of the people. And then when I try to bring people into my game, not my world, but like my game, like my way of playing the game, they die, basically. That's the best way to say it. They die. Like, they explode. Like, they be like, what the fuck? But it is what it is, bro. Like, they can't grow that fast, basically. They gotta go their own route. But when I look at other people's route and they look at mine, they think I'm deceiving them. But it's like, I'm telling you the truth, bro. You just can't comprehend. You can't understand that I don't want to say that, but I'm basically a goddess. That's the closest I can get to God. I'm a goddess. Like, I was made for this. I was made to work for God. I was made to discern. I was made just to be a glitch. I was made just to be a void in this system of this game. I was made to be, you know, game or a lot, no game, no life. I'm basically made to be blank, you know? I'm basically made to be a solo blank. You know, like, I know the game without knowing the game, but when I know the game, I know the game, you know? So it's like, it is what it is. But yeah, I gotta end the video.